Every once in a while, I just wake up in bed. He's there. He talks to me.
When you summon Sator, he will turn his attention to you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, checking in on you out there in YouTube land. How you doing out there? You made it through the week. You looking for something to watch tonight? I might just have it. Are you afraid of old people? How about demonic forests and things that go wrong? The occult, that kind of stuff? I got a movie for you. It's called Sator. This movie unnerved me a little bit. I have a weird phobia of old people, if you've been paying attention. So this one got the job done. This one kind of snuck in under the radar from Cauldron Films. It came out on Shudder probably like 2 years ago, and I have not recommended it enough. I absolutely love it. It fucking wigs me out. Let's get into it. Showing that footage of his actual grandparent losing their mind and kind of talking about this entity, using the real footage in this movie is what really kind of put it over for me. I mean, it's pretty effective. It's relatively creepy before all that stuff happens, but when he actually shows you his grandmother talking to this person and there's candles, and it's eerie. It's super eerie, and it doesn't feel like it's something that you should be watching. Not something like Blair Witchy, but almost it does have elements of like Hereditary, The Witch, maybe even The Ritual, or movies that kind of have like Wendigo, Native American forest elements to it. A little bit of Ravenous in there. Only this is an isolation movie. So this is about kind of, characters slowly losing their mind and kind of succumbing to things that are outside of their control. And anytime you have that, I mean, it works for me. It does. Also, this movie is shot using nothing more than natural light. You're not going to have a ton of like crazy big special effects. That doesn't mean that there isn't some effective shots in the movie, because it does look beautiful. It's filmed really, really damn well. This forest setting, isolation, kind of flash forwarding, flash backwards, kind of talking about the family and some of their grief and some of their trials, all under natural light. So it does feel like it's happening kind of like right in front of you. That effect is killer. So spoilers, major spoilers coming right now. Give yourself just a few seconds. Shut this shit off. If you're going to watch this tonight, make sure it's dark. Make sure there's nobody home. Turn up your soundbar, your home theater, whatever you got, all the way up. At the end of this movie, there is a scene of this man. It's black and white footage, and he's holding his backpack and he's walking in the woods. That is the actual footage of the director's grandfather, who was a recluse, and he believed to have communicated with the supernatural being called Sator, and having that in this movie works. Plain and simple. It's unnerving. I can't even imagine, like, I would have some major demons if I was this guy. I mean, I actually feel for him. I don't think this movie is like, it's not going to be super scary. I think it's more just kind of an effective little thriller that's got some horror elements to it. But the realness, if this was my family that was doing this, I would have to make a movie like this too. I don't know how I would cope. That's one of the scariest things in the world, is people kind of losing their minds and forgetting who they are. I can't imagine having to go track down one of my grandparents who lives in the woods because they're talking to this being, and you can't do anything because they're recluse. Get out of here. So while we're talking about real footage and things that are kind of uneasy and unsettling, we can also talk about some of the strange symbols and writings that start to appear as you're watching this movie. You're going to have symbols, occult writings, different things kind of just being layered over the film that are the actual journal entries from his grandfather as he's kind of losing his mind talking to the Sator character. You put all that stuff together on top of some of the imagery when you watch the movie, and it just works. Ultimately, guys, I think that Sator is a must-see. I think it's a must-own for me. When I stumbled upon this little gem, I was just blown away. I could not believe that, as you start to watch the ending, you're like, what the fuck? This is real footage. Not all of it. Some of it's superimposed and embellished a little bit. But I don't know if Jordan Graham has made a lot of other movies, but this one, just getting this out into the world, I'm sure he feels better, or he might feel worse. I mean, This is an intense spiritual awakening for this guy. I can't even imagine, right? This is the Cauldron video release. It came out in 2019, I think. It's got some reversible art on the inside of this pyre burning. It's got a little behind the scenes. It's got a director's commentary and a trailer. It looks great. This is shot in a lot of black and white, so be prepared for that. Not all of it. There's going to be some really dark greens and dark blues when they're in the forest, kind of like following the family around. But yeah, if you haven't watched Sator, this is a movie. This is something you should be watching. I mean, it's off the beaten path and it's kind of undiscovered. On the front it says, "After you suffered, he will find you." I was seriously impressed with this movie. I love it. I think it's great. Guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching. If you can remember to just please like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit down there, share it with your friends, talk about it around the water coolers. That probably won't happen, but I appreciate y'all watching it. Can't wait to check in with you soon. Have a great weekend. We'll see ya. Cheers.
Every once in a while, I just wake up in bed. He's there. He talks to me.
When you summon Sator, he will turn his attention to you. Submit yourself, for he is a consuming fire. Upon the face of the forest shall tremble, for Sator's eyes are in every place.
Dog's gone. What's going on with you, brother?
Sator has searched you. There is nothing covered up that will not be revealed. What can't be seen in the dark can be shown in the light.